hearing about inflation. Companies are raising prices, gas prices the highest in years. People absolutely feel this. But a broader look at the economy shows a remarkable recovery underway after an unprecedented global pandemic crash. CNN's chief business correspondent Christine Romans here to explain what's happening.
Good morning. An important gut check here, John, on the economy. America's factories are humming, consumers are shopping, and paychecks are fatter. Let me show you here. First, manufacturing. U.S. industrial output is racing ahead at a nearly 2-year high, back above pre-pandemic levels. Auto manufacturing last month bouncing back. Factory output would be even stronger if not for those hiccups in the global supply chain. Corporate profits, John, enviable. Big companies are managing well the supply chain woes, and they're passing the costs on to their customers, and they're even padding their profit margins along the way. The biggest publicly traded companies have fatter profit margins today than before the pandemic. And your retirement account is where you can see that. Look at stocks. The Dow up 17% this year. The NASDAQ and the S&P up almost nearly 25%. Step back a little further. Since the market crashed in 2020, some stock averages have almost doubled. Okay, amid all of this, workers have the upper hand. No question. You've heard it called the Great Resignation. Americans are quitting their jobs in record numbers for better jobs with better pay. Look at how many, 4.4 million last month alone, jumping ship for a better job. It's been happening for months. After decades of sluggish wage growth, paychecks are fatter, especially for low-wage workers. Wage growth now 5% almost. And it shows in Americans' savings. John, thanks to higher pay, COVID stimulus, and child tax credits, Americans have $2.3 trillion in excess savings since the crisis began. JP Morgan says its median bank account, its checking account, 50% higher this summer than the summer of 2019. And hiring is even stronger than we thought. The government revising the number of jobs added this summer. 626,000 more jobs added from June to September than the government initially reported. Overall, 5.8 million jobs added back this year. So call it the COVID economy contradiction, right? Inflation concerns hog all the headlines, but most other indicators are roaring ahead. Frankly, consumer sentiment gauges, they don't reflect the strong economy. 2 reasons here. Americans are exhausted by the pandemic, and they are bombarded daily with higher prices at the grocery store and at the gas station. Everybody drives and eats. Not everybody has stocks. John, later this morning, jobless claims will be reported, and I'm expecting these numbers are probably back to pre-pandemic levels, normal levels of layoffs now, John.
That's really interesting to see. It is a contradiction. Christine Romans, thank you very much.